Welcome to Alaya, a place of connection and support. I'm pleased to have you with us today. Vishanti Anokyanasi Deshna Araknyan Tokyanem Sachyanam Enakshahunda Je Anakyanoklan Irichatno Iveshnaknyan Enoklatnyasi Vishnakrasha Usholand Enaktahana Kosho Vinyaknir Lokshama If Vishnakrashanom Kand in Hikata Ilom Sakasha Ibratum Laktishnavento Bina Kishadevantu Kanapra Shatianom Ka iti Vinsha. We can say so much about the consciousness, but do people really understand what that is, the consciousness? The normal thought of consciousness is you're conscious, you're being awake. The consciousness we speak of is ultimate power of creation, the ultimate power of life, the very presence of transformation, far more than the normal interpretation of consciousness. That's why I say the consciousness. That is the power of our transformation, is the place of our connection. For in the consciousness, we are one. There's no separation or division. It's just this, that which is. And it is constantly evolving as a presence that has the ability to affect transformation. The more we surrender to the consciousness, the very life itself, the more rapidly do we evolve and reach ever higher states of awareness and existence. So you see that it's not vain, it is not the other, it is this. This is the very presence of transformation and change. The more people hear and the more they understand, the connection gets broader, more inclusive. For it is easy to be the consciousness when one is willing to give over the old self of beliefs and concepts and conditioning that we are so programmed with from day one. You are told what to think or what to believe. You are told what you are. Imagine what would happen if in the very beginning of your existence someone says, "You are the consciousness. Welcome to the world. Welcome to life. Do what you will as consciousness." And it's always about transformation, change, and transcendence. So you see, this is not an empty thing at all. It's a very powerful awareness, a very powerful ultimate presence as life itself, the consciousness. Humankind throughout history has created idols of separation, of beliefs and concepts, all about the other. The consciousness is not the other, it is this. It is at the very heart and core of your life, your very existence. And the more you can surrender to that, the more accelerated you become, the more miraculous you live. For you see the bigger connections in the events of our world. We see transformation taking place as things fall apart. The falling apart is difficult, for it's difficult for the intellect to grasp what is happening. Brings up fear and worry, and one tends to fall back into old beliefs and concepts, embracing the old self that has always lived in resistance and fear. The consciousness is about embracing the whole of life as it is, being there moment by moment, free of the concepts and beliefs about anything other than the consciousness itself. The consciousness is all, without boundary, without limit, is constantly a presence. It is actually the very life of the cellular structure of the body. It is the very life of the beingness that we are. It is always there. You cannot be abandoned. In the past, you have experienced possibly abandonment from others that you depended upon, that you believed in, that you felt you knew and didn't know. But the consciousness is not that. The consciousness is the very knowing of your existence, residing constantly in the cells of the body, constantly in a state of transformation. The more we can let go, the less we fear of the outside. And we realize all chaos, all disasters is just simply part of the falling apart of the structures and beliefs of humankind that have set limits upon the expression of the consciousness, have set boundaries on what we can be. In the consciousness, there's no boundary, there's no limit, there's no other. The consciousness is not the other. The consciousness is you. And as you live in that, you can do miracles. You can experience constant transformation with the body. Change is taking place, creating a better energy field of yourself. Seeing through the illusions of separation and division that are forced upon us from the outside. As consciousness, you see through these games that are being played. You see through the structures and systems that attempt to control and create fear. A lot of what is going on is about creating fear in the heart and mind of humankind. The consciousness knows no fear, for it sees ultimate absolute truth of this existence, the very knowing of the true self that resides as experience, as existence. We are playing life in a way, simply borrowing this physical existence to find a greater way of expression and transcendence. So one lives fearlessly in this presence, knowing that everything happening is part of the unfolding, unraveling of all the structures that attempt to control and limit the expression of the consciousness as life itself. So be fearless in the face of the adversary, in the face of they say, and live your truth as the consciousness, moment by moment. Be all that you can be as life itself. For we are one in the consciousness, living and breathing and thriving and existing and transforming, allowing the body to transform in the consciousness is the greatest step that we take in this moment. Allow it, look for it, embrace it, discover it, see what you can do as the consciousness itself in your immediate life, and where you are. That is you, the consciousness, acting out the play of the cosmos, moment by moment. Welcome to this life.
Shantara says, thanks, Ishvara.
Thank you, Shantara.
And Anand and Slava say, thank you, Ishvara, for being here for us.
It is my pleasure, and thank you for being here for me.
And Johanna says, words about the consciousness spoken by the consciousness itself. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for your love and support. It is the consciousness that sees the consciousness every moment.